President Buhari told Tinubu, Wike, others after tragic deaths in Ibadan, Abuja, Anambra stampedes. Details emerge. Former President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed deep sorrow and extended heartfelt condolences to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu following the devastating stampedes in Oyo State, the Federal Capital Territory, and Anambra State, which resulted in the tragic loss of over 50 young lives. In a statement released by his media aide, Garba Shehu via X on Sunday, December 22nd, Buhari conveyed his grief to the respective states' governors, Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State, and Nyesom Wike, Federal Minister of FCT. He called on the leaders to share his words of sympathy with the families and friends of the victims. In not less than 3 days ago, something tragic happened in 3 states simultaneously, and this has made the former president of Nigeria to send condolence greetings to the people concerned in the states. So he sent his condolence to show his concern as owing to what has happened. In that state, his condolence goes to the Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State, and Nyesom Wike, the Federal Capital Territory Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the former president has done well by remember the state and send his condolence. But ladies and gentlemen, let's call a spade a spade. What has happened in these 3 states is a shame to Nigeria, because as a matter of fact, the stampedes happen after a mass number of people gather to receive palliative measure organized by certain people. Now, if there is employment in the nation, if every hands are on deck, if everybody is engaging in one thing or the other, who will go and line up in order to receive palliative measure, which now resulted in stampede and the loss of life? So at this point, not only uh, to to share condolence with President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, also that President Ahmed Bola Tinubu should remember and create employment for the youths in this nation, so that if the youth are engaged, if everybody is employed and everybody is working, who will go and stand in order to receive food that will cause such a thing? So at this point, I want our president to learn from what has happened. I am deeply saddened by the loss of so many innocent lives, particularly the children. My heart goes out to the families affected by this tragedy. I extended my deepest condolence to Governors Makinde, Soludo, and Wike, and I urge them to pass on my words of comfort to those who have been impacted, Buhari said. The former president also wished a swift recovery to those injured in the stampedes and emphasized the need for greater vigilance in preventing such incidents in the future. The former president further expressed his condolences to the Catholic community, which was also affected by the stampedes. The Catholic Church, along with the many others who have lost their lives, is in my thoughts during this incredible difficult time, he added. Buhari also took the opportunity to wish Nigerians well during the Christmas season. He encouraged the nation to reflect on the noble teaching of Jesus Christ. As we celebrate the Christmas season, I urge Nigerians to remember the value of love, compassion, and sacrifice that Jesus Christ taught us. Let us come together to support one another and cherish the bonds we share as the nation, Buhari said. What Buhari has said is the fact, and we love his message of condolence to the three states where this tragedy has happened, and also the people that are responsible for this condolence to go to. Let them also remember that uh, there should a kind of provide job opportunity in the state, such as the Federal Capital Territory, the Anambra State, and the or your state. They should provide job opportunity for their citizens at this time to prevent such a thing from happening. Because if day breaks and every citizen goes to his place of working, people will not gather in a place that will result in stampede. So at this point, we want the Nigerians as a whole to learn from what has happened so that such a thing will not happen again. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is in the time of COVID-19 that palliative measure happened massively, and the thing extended even to this time that we have an economic crisis. So I want President Bola Tinubu to address this economic crisis so that it will become a thing of the past. I want also to remind President Bola Tinubu that every Nigerians are speaking that he is the causes of the economic crisis going on because of the increase in fuel price amid 2 times since he came. So he should also look at things and work out things so that all this crisis will come to a stop. Because if the crisis still continue, I tell you, stampede will happen again because the Nigerians, as we are talking about, they are in search of food. Anywhere they have seen that there is a palliative measure, everybody will run there so that they can get something. Also, President Muhammad Buhari has sent his message that Nigerians should be very careful so that things like this will not take place again. They should be very careful in this Christmas season. President Muhammad Buhari also said that as we are in the season of celebration, people should be very careful the way they do things so that such a thing will not happen again. He also advised Christians to remember the teaching of our Lord Jesus Christ and put it into heart so that there will be a fear of doing what is wrong in the nation. That is what I think it will increase our country. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for listening to us on this channel. Please do subscribe for more news ahead.